For me personally, the most rewarding part of the relationships that are made with students and former students, that I keep those relationships with them. To see where kids go in this program and then after this program, and to be able to follow their journey has just been beyond rewarding.
This is Bremon, well-known MKTV student. I told Mr. Lutt that this was going to be a video about TV, which it is. But what made this TV program so great for us? What made me and all my classmates want to continue all these years? Who believed in us when we didn't believe in ourselves? Well, spoiler, that's Mr. Lutt himself. After 3 years, he taught us not only TV skills, but life lessons. He told us to pick a final project that we wanted to leave as an impact of our years here, and we need to appreciate the person who made the largest impact on us. Here is our long overdue thank you, but don't worry, it's not just me who has to say something.
My favorite memory with Mr. Lutt has to be probably the view when he sat next to me and we didn't get on TV, but we were still geeking out about all the camera equipment and how everything worked, and you know, it was a really fun time.
My favorite memory with Lutt has to be on my birthday. I was leaving school early and he made me come back to the classroom. I was told I was getting a donut. I walked into the class and everyone in there jumped up and surprised me.
Favorite memory with Mr. Lutt was when we were TV1s. Me, Sabrina, and Julia wanted to come when Frank Abigail came to our school, which was a big celebrity at the time, and we were just TV1s, so when I asked Mr. Lutt to do the project, I thought he'd say no, but he said yes, which we were just surprised by in itself, so it made us work so much harder.
One of my favorite memories has to be going to New York City this year with Mr. Lutt. Seeing him in a studio, not of his own elements. It was cool to see him almost be a little kid and get excited about all the equipment.
My favorite memory with Mr. Lutt is when we went to Six Flags. We were on the ride El Toro, when his big rules are be respectful and be appropriate. But that was a big drop, and he was right in front of me. I knew I was going to have to be cursing. I was like, Mr. Lutt, sorry, I'm about to start yelling. And I went down and I started cursing.
And the lip dub that I did with Sam and Annalisa was probably one of my most cherished memories that I have in my entire life.
All the field trips we went to Six Flags twice, and we went to some live production.
My favorite memory with Mr. Lutt was my junior year. When prom rolled around, there was a lot of drama, and he spent his lunches talking to me about it and having open ears.
Taught me how to be creative. He's the one who didn't deny any of our suggestions or anything that we wanted to do.
TV program has honestly helped me through everything with high school.
He's been a fantastic role model, teaching me a lot of life lessons and especially teaching me a lot about myself.
It's the best class I've ever taken at Marshall's, 100%. I would give up any class for TV production if I had to do it again. This has been so valuable for me as someone who wants to go into the field, who is going to be in the field, and I wouldn't give it up for anything.
We should push ourselves. We should go outside our comfort zone. We have to find out what we're made of, and we do that by pushing ourselves out of our comfort zone.
It taught all of us that if you give 100% and go above and beyond, you can make a difference.
Everything. Everything that I know, I learned from Mr. Lutt. Even once I got into college, everything they told me, I already knew from Mr. Lutt.
Family that we've created, everyone's so close. Unlike most classes where you sit there and you learn and then you leave and you're like, I mean, I saw that one guy in class. Everyone in this class is really, really close, and it's a great experience because no one's going to be forgotten.
Mr. Lutt deals with the cards he's dealt, and he makes the best out of any situation. When we didn't get to do the news our second year of TV, we were all disappointed, but he made a new curriculum for us, and he always made a positive impact on us no matter what happened.
So being able to advance my skills with the teacher as respectful and knowledgeable as Mr. Lutt has really been helpful.
My time in college, I did not have a single professor with the amount of enthusiasm for their subject as Mr. Lutt had for TV production.
Seeing from Mr. Lutt, not everyone notices the small things he put into every day, but when you see him as a teacher over 4 years, you're just extremely grateful for what he's given to us.
Because even though you may think that your work is going unseen, we as students do see it and we appreciate it, and it is why we have such a hard time saying goodbye.
Saint Rec Soccer. Life is not rec soccer. We're not giving out awards for showing up. We have to work for them. We have to work hard. We have to plan. We have to execute. We have to be excellent. So there's a lot more to life than just showing up. And, you know, rec soccer trophies serve their purpose, but in real life, we don't get rewards just for showing up.
TV program gave me a home away from home, and that's something I'm extremely grateful for.
Program and Mr. Lutt, thank you so much. I can't even begin to thank you for everything that you've done for me and how you've impacted me, not just in high school, but for the rest of my life. So I want to say thank you.
I'd like to thank Mr. Lutt for believing in me even when I didn't, because there's so many things I've accomplished over these past 3 years that I wouldn't have done if he wasn't on my sideline cheering. So
I would like to wish Virginia Tech a lot of luck in their next few years of football. And I would also like to say thank you for all the headaches of making me take my hat off.
Lutt, thank you so much for everything that you've done for me and for everyone in TV. You have been one of our biggest mentors and one of my favorite people ever. And thank you for always just being understanding and there for all of us.
Thank you for making me come out of my shell. I never used to go on camera. I never wanted to go on camera. I'm on camera right now, so that's some progress. So thank you, and always believing in me and pushing me out of my comfort zone.
Thank you. I remember when it was my first day at Morris Knowles. I was like 2 days late because I was transferring schools, and he had his little, he doesn't call it a mullet, I don't know what it was, but he had his funky hairdo, and he shook my hand and was like, hello. And I mean, straight into the first day of class, it was very, very welcoming. It was I never felt out of place in TV, especially because Mr. Lutt was just there, and everyone else was so awesome, and he's been great.
I think back to like the best parts of high school. Pretty much all of them took place in B16 or in the TV studio.
Hi, Mr. Lutt. I just wanted to thank you for everything you taught me in the classroom and about life in general. You were definitely the teacher that had the greatest impact on me at Knowles, and I know you will continue to stay in touch.
Thank you so much for helping me throughout the 4 years, 3 years of high school. It really helped. You were an amazing teacher, my favorite teacher, so.
It sucks that I'm graduating, man. It's the time, I have to graduate, but it's definitely, TV 100% is going to be the #1 thing I miss in this entire experience in high school.
And thank you most of all for making all 3 of us so much closer. Last time signing off of MKTV. I'm Bremon.
I'm Sabrina Luciano.
And I'm Julia Egan.
The bird is the word, my friends.